What's up, people? My name is Curtis Bell, and this is Southern Spittin'. Today we are going to review Grizzly wintergreen. Just for proof that it's Grizzly wintergreen. Now, if you're new to the channel, then you know, or then you don't know that what we do here is we do can, flavor, which is taste and stuff. Pinchability, buzz, and cost efficiency. And then at the end, I'll give an overall rating and my opinion on it. So it's cracked, or it's already cracked. It's actually the last dip of the can, and I got this can for free. So we're just gonna do the last dip of it. Here's a little tip: if you're running low on snuff in your can and you want to get like all of it, pack it like this, like that on the side. Because that way you'll pretty much get everything to fall to the bottom right here, and you will be able to get the rest of it, and you won't waste any, and everyone's happy. There we go. That's trash. We'll bring that back in a second. We're spitting in my homemade mud jug thing that I made out of an old Starbucks bottle and the top off a beer bottle. I made this a long time ago. It's gotten really muddy and stuff. I've been spitting in this ever since I started, pretty much. Alright, so the can. Well, I love Grizzly cans. I think they look really good. This green color, you can see it and stuff, but the green color and everything mixed. I like this color of green. I really like this color of green, especially mixed with the silver. I like the way that the sides look. That has these lightning bolt things on the side. All Grizzly cans do. See them? It's got these little lightning bolts on the side next to the American Snuff Co. thing. I almost knocked over the camera. Dropping a snuff can. But anyway, one thing I like about Grizzly is that their cans say premium. Like this one says Grizzly Long Cut Premium Wintergreen. I think that's just to make you think that you're getting the best of the best or something. But I'm going to go ahead and give the can a 7, or no, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because freaking love this color of green. So putting the can to the side. The next thing we're going to talk about is the pinchability, I guess. We'll go with pinchability. The pinchability is pretty good. I mean, I didn't really have, anything to, because this was the last dip. But this isn't the first can of Grizzly Wintergreen that I've had either. I used to dip Grizzly Wintergreen quite a bit, mostly because it was cheaper than Copenhagen Wintergreen. And I discovered Grizzly Wintergreen first, and that was because back when I first started dipping, the people I was buying it from and stuff usually would dip just Grizzly products because they're cheaper. And so I told one of my friends to get me, he was going on a snuff run, and I told him to get me the cheapest thing they had that was wintergreen. And he said, okay. And I actually thought he was going to get me Skull Wintergreen or freaking Longhorn Wintergreen or something, but he came back with that. And I fell in love with it the first time I tried it. And I know a lot of people that love it. Believe it or not, fun fact about Grizzly Wintergreen. Grizzly Wintergreen is the most sold dip of all time. Literally the most sold. You can Google it if you don't believe me. It is the most sold dip of all time. There were a lot of rumors going around saying that Copenhagen Mint was the most sold because it sold so much. But no, Grizzly still holds the record. And by the way, if a bunch of June bugs fly in front of me and I freak out, that's just because I freaking hate June bugs. And there's quite a bit of them because it's springtime in Texas. Here he just flew away. But anyway, let's go to flavor. A lot of people, and I swear, I probably will say this every time I do a review on a wintergreen product, a lot of people are going to be like, oh my gosh, Curtis, you're so stupid. If it's going to taste like every other wintergreen dip, they all taste the same. They don't all taste the same. They're kind of like a bunch of cousins. You have one cousin, that's Copenhagen Wintergreen. He's like the star athlete. He looks good. He plays hard, and he's a pretty good dip. Then you have his cousin. He's kind of, gay. He's a little homosexual. He likes men. That's skull wintergreen. Oh shit, I spit on myself. Ew. Anyway, then you have kind of the tougher, biker gang guy, and he is Grizzly wintergreen, and then you have kind of the hobo in the corner, and that's your inbred cousin Longhorn wintergreen. So, by the way, if you want to see my review on that, go check it out. He's not always a hobo. Sometimes he's kind of nice. Anyway, moving on. So I think the flavor is it's pretty good. I mean, I loved it the first time I tried it. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10. Cost efficiency. Well, these cans are cheap. Like I said before, a lot of my buddies used to dip it because it was cheap. They dipped Grizzly products because they were cheap. Usually Grizzly products are about $3 a can, $3.50, sometimes $4, and sometimes even up to $7. I bought a can one time. It wasn't even in Texas. I think it was in Oklahoma, and it was $7. But that was probably just the convenience store I was at or something. I don't know. They differ quite a bit, just depending on where you're at. But usually around where I live, Grizzly's about $3.50 to $4, or $3. I would say $3 to $4. Anyway, so I think the cat is on the roof of the garage. Anyway, let's move on to buzz. It does give you a buzz, so it is pretty good. Grizzly wintergreen is known for being kind of just a hardcore, punch you in the face dip, and I think it does in some sense deserve that. I mean, I know a lot of dips get bad reps and they get nicknames and stuff. Believe it or not, a lot of people that I know call Grizzly the welfare bear because it's cheap. But Grizzly wintergreen is usually known as being rough and gritty and kind of So, that being said, I think it probably does deserve that. It is kind of a hardcore dip. It has a lot of nicotine in it, and there's just something about the way they make Grizzly dips that it's almost now I know why they call it Grizzly. I don't know. It's just it's kind of Grizzly is a definitely deserved name. So I guess my overall opinion on Grizzly is that it's it's pretty good. Grizzly wintergreen, it's pretty good dip. I think that it is decent. I think that it is not the best wintergreen, but it's definitely either if there was a top 5 wintergreen dips, which I might come out with one of these days, because I'm gonna do some top 5s and stuff in the future. But if I had to do a top 5, I think Grizzly would be my 4th out of 5 or my 2nd out of, you know what I'm saying? It would be 2nd because it is good, but it's not the best. But it is good. Thank you for watching this video of Southern Spittin'. My cat is right there. I don't know if you can see her or not. She might not be in frame, but that's my cat. And I want to give a shout out to _.grizzly_dipper_ on Instagram. Go check him out. I'll put his name and how it's spelled and stuff in the description. Go check him out. He's a really cool guy. I had a conversation with him last night over Instagram. He was pretty cool. I told he wanted to check out. I told him to check out this channel and stuff, and he's gonna get a shout out. So I'm giving him a shout out. Go check out his Instagram channel and go check out my check out his Instagram page. Go check out my Instagram page as well. Sorry, there's a mosquito on me. My Instagram name will also be in the description. It's countryboyforreal with no caps and no spaces. And I was gonna tell you about this, but sorry. Grizzly Dipper on Instagram. He posts pictures of dip pictures, and not dick pictures, but dip pictures, and snuff cans and mud jugs and cool stuff like that. And the other cool thing about his page is that if you send him pictures of you dipping, or you having a can or a beer in a can or something like that, cool, you dipping, he will post it and he will give you a shout out. So go check him out and follow him and follow me, and tell him that Curtis sent you. Yeah, that's my cat. What are you doing? You want to be on YouTube? She's a cat. Well, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and tell me what I'm doing wrong or doing right, and why don't you even, recommend a video, because I'd be willing and more than willing and happy to make that video for you. See you guys later.